Friends, my nephew told me that my father's elder brother told him that why I resigned from the Ramakrishna mission. So the reason that he understood, even though I had extensive conversation with my father's elder brother and my father and everyone, only a little remains there with them, because it's like a pot with many holes, like Sri Ramakrishna said. Whatever you pour, only a little of it remains and most of it goes away for the people who are not ready for Vedanta. Okay, so because Vedanta's eligibility, I think you all know that Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti, Iha Mudra Phala Bhoga Viragha, Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha, etc. All of those. So only those people who seriously practice these values, they are eligible to even understand, even retain what they heard. Okay, and it's not surprising, and it's not even insulting or disrespecting anybody, but it is actually respecting them properly for where they are. Okay, fine. But what I want to clarify from in this video is how easily people summarize wrongly about anything that and how they perceive what the other person is saying, the world, whatever is coming from outside. Okay, with all this long foundation for what I want to speak, is that what they all understood is that I did not continue in the Ramakrishna mission because, according to them, they are not doing what I want them to do. Okay, this is what they understood from what I said. But actually it is, they are not doing what Vivekananda wanted us all to do. Okay, and especially them. So if they are following Vivekananda, I am ready to follow Vivekananda, or I am ready to follow them, because they are following Vivekananda. That is the condition. I am ready to obey implicitly, I am ready to participate 100%, I am ready to die, live, or even undergo any torture, etc., whatever it is, provided they are following Vivekananda and what Vivekananda wanted them to follow, not what they decided to follow from what Vivekananda said. Okay, there is a lot of difference, and these differences may be subtle for so many other people, but what can be done? It is like this, that spirituality is always about subtleties and not gross things. So again, if we all set aside our agendas, follow what Vivekananda wants us to follow, wants us to do, that is Ramakrishna's mission. But if we follow selectively, partially select from what Vivekananda said, that is our mission, that is not Ramakrishna's mission. So I joined Ramakrishna's mission, but if it is not Ramakrishna's mission anymore, I cannot continue, right? And I cannot deceive public, I cannot deceive Vivekananda, I cannot deceive myself, saying that that is Ramakrishna mission. So, which is wrong. See, it is very, very difficult. It has taken me decades, more than a decade at least, to come to terms with it. Okay, so you will also find it difficult. So initially your reaction would not be that pleasant towards what I'm saying. But if it is a reality, it is a reality, right? I cannot tamper with it. The first thing we all learn in spirituality is never to expect truth to take the form that you would like truth to appear in that form, right? But truth as it is, looking at truth as it is a Srishti Drishtivada, expecting truth to be as you wish it to be. That is Drishti Srishtivada. Okay. So Drishti Srishti is according to your Drishti, Srishti is there. But Srishti Drishti is according to whatever the objective reality is there, that you need to be able to understand. Okay. So even if it is difficult, if it is factual, if you are convinced beyond doubt, provided the data, of course the conditions matter. But then you will have to take decisions and stands, right? So the whole point is, Vivekananda wants us all to love the world, okay, as Sri Ramakrishna, I am quoting, come, love the world like how Sri Ramakrishna loved you all, like I loved you all. This is what Sri Vivekananda said, okay. So, and see God. See, the whole point is, it cannot be an escape. Ramakrishna's mission is not an escapist mission, right? Is it Swami, is it monks' agenda to be a scavenger monks? No, but they do scavenger work. So this has been decided earlier. Like earlier, monks never accepted Ramakrishna monks as monks because they called them scavenger monks. Why? Because they do all these things, this purification of mind, etc. This is a big debate anyway. I don't want to go into details. So if that is there, that is the difference between Ramakrishna monks and other monks, then in that same way, why are we serving people? It's not because it is social service. We are serving people looking Sri Ramakrishna in them. Okay. So when you are ready and very happy to offer Sri Ramakrishna sweets and all that great attention that you pay in these temples, but you are not ready to pay the same amount of attention, love, reverence and respect and service to all the other people in this world, that is worldliness. That is not Ramakrishna's mission. The whole point is, in the temples that the pujaris are being trained in the Ramakrishna's monastery and missionary, that is to be able to enable them to see, look at every person, not just person, every being in this world, like Sri Ramakrishna. Okay. So if you are getting trained there, but you are thinking that is different from this, that is when you cease to be part of Ramakrishna's mission. Vivekananda says, lie down before, fall down before every human being. See only Sri Ramakrishna and God in these human beings, and worship them as you worship in the temple. And he also forbade very clearly, very vocally in the rules and regulations to not make these Ramakrishna's mission centers not turn them into Thakurbaris, which means house of God, where, oh, God has woken up today, oh, God has right now, oh, God has eaten 24 dishes, 36 dishes, whatever, like 50 dishes. God is now sleeping, or let me ring the bell, etc. Yes, that is all there, but as a practice arena, that is not reality. That is enabling or building your competence to be able to see the same God in the same way in everyone. Okay. But when you are making these watertight compartments, like whatever service I do in the missionary, in the monastery, is actual service and worship. Whatever I do outside is just a good sentiment, and if you don't do this, how will you get donations, etc. With this attitude, that is when Ramakrishna's mission fails terribly. And unfortunately, I'm only reporting. I don't want this to happen, but unfortunately that has come to this, and it is becoming, it's not becoming, it has become like that for decades. But it is very difficult to detect that, because when you enter Ramakrishna mission, you are expected to be a soldier, right? So you always, as a soldier, when you join as a soldier, you think the general, the army chief always knows what is right. The generals know always what is right. Okay. So it is not for you to ask why, or it is not for you to rationalize in that level. Now you obey, you follow the system, and you grow. Once you grow, once you are going higher and higher, while you are growing, you are always believing that, okay, there may be problems here in this level, but in the higher level there are not. But once you come to a stage, after all this, you come to a stage wherein you have to come to terms with the fact, and you are required to recognize that even at the highest level, the thinking is not aligned with Vivekananda. Not just not aligned, it is 180 degrees opposite to what Vivekananda lived and died for, struggled, wept a lot, all nights. Then you have to take a stance and request, ask, do everything. I have done everything that is required as due process. I was very diligent to make sure I follow each and every. When I diligently followed each and every step, uh, to I want to fail. I want to fail in this. I want to believe that I am wrong, but unfortunately, I could not win in my belief that I am wrong.